When I first started playing shows in jails and in prisons, occasionally, certain facilities would let me take videos of my performances, and if the sheriff or the warden approved, I could post clips to social media. For a long time, that is how the tour gained momentum. Folks would share our posts, and word would spread to other sheriffs or social workers, and I'd get invited to play in more places. There was one clip in particular that got a lot of attention. It was a simple iPhone video of me performing in the women's unit of the Chesterfield County Jail. I was sitting on top of this big metal table that was bolted into the ground, and the women from the unit were sitting in a circle in these rubber chairs around me. Right when I got to the big chorus of the song, they just erupted into this massive applause. It was like some kind of jailhouse Beatlemania. It was so remarkable that as a result, that video from Chesterfield is as close to a piece of viral content as I've ever had. When it went up, along with the typical comments and shares, I got a lot of direct messages. But there was one message that really stopped me in my tracks. A young woman reached out to me, and first, very kindly, she thanked me for the song that I was playing in the clip and told me that she'd been listening to it on repeat. Then she said that her husband had just committed suicide in a county jail while awaiting his sentence, and that they had a 3-year-old son together. She said she was meant to hear the song because it described how she knew he must have felt. Now, I can't really explain that to you because I wrote the song before I heard the woman's story. But the fact of the matter is, it's not really a new story. Suicide rates for the incarcerated are far higher than national averages. And according to the Bureau of Justice Statistics, over the last 20 years, the number of suicides in state prisons has gone up 85%. But at the time, I didn't know that either. I didn't even know the Bureau of Justice Statistics was a thing. I suppose after spending enough time in these places, I felt inclined to do some homework. But no, when I wrote that song, I did not have the stats. What I had was an intimate familiarity with the feeling of hopelessness. I was well acquainted with a ruthlessly persuasive voice in my head that tells me I am unfit for the world and that I simply cannot do anything right. I imagine that woman's husband heard a similar voice in his head while he was lying there in his cell. But hearing that voice, ironically, is what allowed me to write the song that would eventually bring her some comfort. Maybe there's some comfort in that too. Maybe. Don't try to lie or to pretend. Everybody knew that I would end up here again, and I might have even felt relief if only Lucy wasn't counting on me. But don't let her see me in this place, and don't make me have to see that look on her face. And so here's what I need you to do. First tell her that I'm sorry, she's gotta hear this from you. And tell Lucy that I love her, but I'm not what she needs. And tell her I said she's better off without me. Tell Lucy that I love her, have to worry about me. Then give her everything I own, and tell her to find someone and try to make a home. Then tell her everything I've done, all the reasons why I can't be a father to a son. And tell Lucy that I love her, but I'm not what she needs. And tell her I said she's better off without me. Tell Lucy that I love her, but that's all it's gonna be. Tell Lucy not to tell him, and tell her not to tell him about me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And tell her not to tell him about me. No. And tell her not to tell him about me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And tell her not to tell him about me. No. Tell her not to tell him about me. Yeah, I know someday he'll be grown. I don't want him to have the kind of life that I've known, and I'll be just fine here on my own. All the reasons why I can't be a father to a son. And tell Lucy that I love her, but I'm not what she needs. And tell her I said she's better